Before I start, I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I promise this story will hit deep, and I'd love to hear what you think. It all began with laughter. Not the kind that warms a room or carries happiness. No, it was a sharp, careless laugh, loud enough to cut through the music at my best friend's engagement party, and it froze me in place. I was across the room watching her, my wife Emma, lean toward a man I barely knew, someone we'd met just a few times. His hand lingered on her arm, a touch that didn't feel accidental, and she laughed. Not politely, not in amusement at a joke, but fully entertained by it. My chest tightened. My stomach sank. At first, I tried to convince myself it was nothing. Maybe she was just being polite, maybe she had a sense of humor I didn't understand, but the way she looked at him, the way her eyes sparkled, the tone of that laugh, it wasn't innocent. Weeks before the party, I'd noticed things. Little things I brushed off. Missed calls she claimed were work emergencies. Messages she'd quickly close when I walked by. A faint scent of cologne, unfamiliar but lingering on her coat. Her sudden obsession with going out with the girls more often. I questioned myself, was I being paranoid? Jealous? Controlling? I wanted to believe I was wrong. I wanted to trust her. But that night, watching her, my doubts screamed. I couldn't take my eyes off them. The man leaned closer, whispering something in her ear. She laughed again, a laugh that felt like betrayal, ringing in my ears long after it should have faded. My hands curled into fists, then unclenched. My mind raced. I felt like I was drowning in a room full of people, all smiling, all oblivious to the storm inside me. Later, when we got home, I tried to talk to her casually, as if nothing had happened. "Emma," I said softly, "who was that man?" She shrugged, smiling. "Oh, him? Just some guy trying to flirt." I laughed because it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. That word didn't feel like relief. It felt like salt in a wound. I wanted to believe her, but the tension in her posture, the way she avoided my gaze, made it impossible. My heart ached with suspicion I didn't want to admit. Over the next few days, the signs became clearer. She'd disappear into another room when her phone rang. She'd laugh at her screen and hide it when I came close. One afternoon, I saw a notification on her phone. A text preview she thought I wouldn't notice. My curiosity, my growing fear, got the better of me. I read it. "Had a great time tonight, maybe next time no one will see." The words hit me like a punch. My chest tightened, my hands trembled. I felt dizzy. My mind screamed at me, how could she? How could the person I trust more than anyone write something like this? I spent days replaying every interaction, every memory, searching for signs I'd missed. Her laughter at silly jokes, her warmth, our quiet nights together. Suddenly, I couldn't tell if it was genuine or if I had been deceived all along. I felt like I was standing on a thin ledge, the ground beneath me fragile and unstable. Finally, I confronted her. I needed the truth, no matter how painful. One evening, after the kids had gone to bed, I sat her down. "Emma, we need to talk. About the party, about him, about us." Her face paled. I could see the guilt, the hesitation. For a moment I thought I might be wrong, that maybe I was imagining things, but then she spoke. I didn't encourage him. I laughed because it was awkward, ridiculous. "I didn't want to make a scene in front of everyone," she said, voice trembling. "I love you. You're the one I'm with." I stared at her, struggling to reconcile the truth with the pain I'd felt. The laughter that had haunted me for days wasn't a betrayal. It was an instinct, a defense mechanism in a moment of discomfort. Relief mixed with lingering hurt. My trust had been shaken, my perception twisted, but she hadn't crossed the line I feared. We talked for hours that night, unpacking the tension that had built silently over months. I realized something important. Trust is fragile. Even laughter, even small misunderstandings, can feel like betrayal when fear and doubt creep in. But love, when nurtured with honesty and openness, can survive these shocks. I won't lie, the hurt didn't vanish immediately. I replayed that laugh countless times, questioned every touch, every word, every look. But slowly clarity came. We rebuilt trust, carefully, piece by piece, learning to communicate better, to be more present, to protect each other's vulnerabilities instead of letting them fester. That night at the party could have destroyed us. Instead, it became a turning point. A reminder that relationships are messy, human, and sometimes terrifyingly complex. Misunderstandings happen. Suspicion can creep in unnoticed. But resilience, honesty, and patience can carry a love that feels broken back to life. To anyone listening, reflect on the small moments, the laughter, the little signs that make your chest tighten. Trust your instincts, yes, but also give room for understanding, for explanations for the messy, imperfect humanity that love requires. If this story resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your experiences with misunderstanding, trust, and heartbreak. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more stories that hit deep and stay with you long after the video ends.